Hey guys, today I'm here with my good friend Morgan, and she's gonna show us some vision board stuff and bullet journal stuff, how to actually implement that into your how when you implement your goals or your dreams or your visions. And with the New Year's coming up, this is a time where everybody likes to do New Year resolutions and goals and dreams. And so Morgan's going to show us how to uh, write those down so that you can see those every day and actually carry those out. And so Morgan, I'm gonna turn it over to you and
Great.
explain like how you do it, but and how not to be vague. I guess is the question. Not I want to just lose weight or save money, but how to actually implement that.
Okay, so my favorite tool to use is a bullet journal. And that bullet journal, in my bullet journal, I take the time at the beginning of the year or right at the end of the previous year and line out what are my top 10 goals for the next 12 months. And that gives me my overall vision for the year. This year, I actually included my vision board in my bullet journal. So I'll show you guys that. A vision board is a visual image of what you're going for. Because your mind, when you think, I want a new car, you don't think C-A-R, the word. You think an image of a car you want, right? So that is what a vision board does. It keeps that vision before your eyes. The bullet journal helps you mark out those goals in smaller increments so you can work toward it. So in my setup for the next year, I've already set up for January, and I put a focus map at the beginning of every month, and I separate that into categories. Each of those categories represents one of my top goals and how I'm going to work a small part of that each month to get to the overall goal.
Yeah, okay. So how many goals do you have, or how many can you concentrate each month or whatever?
Each month. Okay, so I have like a top 10 list of goals, but if you've got 10 things you're trying to do at one time, you're not going to be able to move very far.
Yeah, do any of them probably.
Right. Maybe one, but having that laser focus, breaking it down month by month, really makes it a whole lot easier to maintain and to achieve. So I look at, on my top 10, which ones that I can achieve or I want to achieve first. And that is how I map out my focus map. So, for example, I want to publish 3 books this year. If I'm going to write 3 books this year, I need to get started.
You have to organize.
I have to organize that. So I have sat down and I said, okay, which book do I want to publish first?
Yeah.
And that book is on my focus map for January, is to work on that book specifically for this month, not on 5 different books.
Yeah.
Because I'm more likely to publish one if I focus on just one.
Yeah, one.
Yeah. So once I map out my focus for the month, I go into my weekly spread, which looks like this in the bullet journal that I got. This is actually the bullet planner, and it already has your weekly spread mapped out for you, so you just fill it in.
Because some of them it's just
You make it yourself.
blank. Yeah, okay. And you
Yeah.
can do.
A lot of them are just a dot grid journal, and you draw out your own weekly spread that works best for you. I'm testing this one out this year. We'll see how it goes. A bullet journal can also be a creative outlet for people who just need that creativity to go somewhere. But so on your weekly spread is how you implement daily habits that will get you to where you want to go. If I'm writing a devotional, I need to make prayer a daily habit. I mean, prayer is just a daily thing anyway, but I need to make sure that prayer is a daily habit, because I can't write what God wants me to write without talking to Him, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I can put tasks on each day to help me accomplish that. Like, I want to write 2 devotionals this week. So I will mark out that time, block that time, and during that time, that particular hour, that's all I'm working on. And that helps me stay accountable to the commitment I've made to myself.
Yeah, so this is how you break down your goals to daily or monthly, daily,
Yeah.
and time blocks to accomplish that. So keep you on track.
Keep me on track, yeah.
Awesome.
Because if you make an appointment with yourself, you're more likely to keep it. If you're like, well, I'll get to that this week, that
Yeah.
time's going to get eaten up by something if you don't set it aside for the task you need to
Yeah.
do.
I don't remember who said it, but schedule your time or somebody else will schedule
Or
it.
someone will schedule it for you. Yes.
So, yes, that's important. All right, so that's Morgan's very helpful on bullet journals. I'll have her just explain, kind of outline how to really do a good vision board for us for just a minute.
Okay, so when you're creating a vision board, you want to first line out what are your top goals for the next 12 to 18 months. You want to create that vision. What do you want to do? Sit down, dream. What do I want to accomplish? So I'll just be real vulnerable with you guys real quick, and I'll share mine with you. A couple of my goals, I want to publish. So I've got this awesome little picture here that says publish, and it's got a book on it. And I also want to fit back into my wedding dress. I'm almost there, by the way. Anyway, so you create a vision. So once you've decided and labeled out the top goals you want to create to achieve by the end of the year, or that 12 to 18 month period, you need to go and find images that represent that to you. And then you paste them. I've put them inside my bullet journal this year, but in years past, I have a cork board that's framed out that's right next to my bed. So when I get up in the morning, it's the first thing I see. When I go to bed, it's the last thing I see. And I take a little bit of time when I get up in the morning and when I go to bed at night to review those goals that I have, review that vision, and pray over that vision, and for direction from the Lord how to work towards that. By keeping that vision before your eyes, the whole point of a vision board is keeping it before your eyes so you never lose sight of what you're working toward. So this year, with putting it in my bullet journal, I can actually keep it before my eyes more often because my bullet journal goes with me. So I'm really excited to see what all I accomplish by having it before my eyes more often than just morning and evening.
Nice. Yeah, and the things I've read have talked about you can be as creative or non-creative as you want to be, and don't let somebody's artistic skills and that you don't have those bog you down in not being able to do it. Like you said, you can get a cork board and pin stuff up there, or you can spend a lot of money on that, or you can hardly not spend any money on that. That's totally up to you. You can get a little poster board, or you can really even just print pictures out of what you want and put them on one wall right next to each other if you wanted to.
The whole point is to get it done. Don't worry about what it looks like unless you want to, but the fact that it's done is what's going to make it useful.
Yes. And then like Morgan has hers in there, and I've heard of people that take pictures of it so they can have their photos on their phone all the time too. So I hope that really helps, Morgan. You've been very, very helpful.
Thank you. Glad to help.
So we just want to see all our friends and all our non-friends even succeed every year, and especially this new year, especially after this year. And so we just wanted to give you some tips and some to help you really succeed in all your dreams and goals for this upcoming year.